Welcome to Pitchside. Today, lenses, tubes of glass that transform your camera into something professionally looking while also transforming your bank account into rubble. Lenses are the tubes that you stick on the front of your camera to make it look like you're compensating for something. Without a lens, a camera is just a sad plastic brick that stares blankly at the world, much like a teenager asked to do chores. In sports photography, lenses are the difference between getting the winning shot and getting 400 blurry photos of a player's armpit. They are also the reason your bank account now looks like it's been tackled by a rugby team. There are two types of lenses, prime and zoom. Prime lenses have one focal length. They're like a partner who insists you only ever go to one restaurant forever. But primes are sharp, fast, and perfect for action, provided you're standing in exactly the right place at exactly the right time, which of course you won't be. Zoom lenses let you change focal length, which sounds useful, until you realize you'll spend the entire match fiddling with the zoom ring and missing everything important. It's like having Netflix but never deciding what to watch. Sports photographers love their primes for their quality but love zooms for their flexibility. In other words, everyone loves both and can afford neither. The 7200 lens is the unofficial badge of sports photographers everywhere. Owning one automatically makes you look 40% more professional, even if the only thing you've ever photographed is your dog chasing a tennis ball. It's versatile, good for football, rugby, athletics, even weddings when you run out of ideas. Every brand makes one, and they all cost roughly the same as a small second-hand car. But unlike a car, they don't depreciate in value. They just depreciate your will to live when you see the credit card bill. People talk about fast lenses. They don't actually move faster, they just open wider, letting in more light. A fast lens has a big maximum aperture like f2.8, f1.4. This is great for shooting in low light. It's also great for creating that blurry background effect called bokeh, which makes viewers think that you know what you're doing, when in reality you just pressed a button and you hoped. Downside? The wider the aperture, the more expensive the lens. f1.2 lens costs about the same as an actual horse, and neither will improve your photography, though the horse at least provides transport. Sports photography is full of enormous telephoto lenses, 300mm, 400mm, 600mm. These are the ones that look like medieval siege weapons and require a gym membership to carry. The pros use them to shoot players on the far side of the pitch, while the amateurs, well, they use them to impress strangers on the internet. Either way, they weigh more than your future, and they're the only piece of gear that comes with its own emotional support, the monopod. Using one also changes your relationship with security staff, who will start treating you as either a professional or a potential sniper, sometimes both. Wide-angle lenses are rarely used in sports, unless you've accidentally wandered onto the pitch and the action is happening right there 3 feet away. They're great for capturing the atmosphere, which is a polite way of saying the game was boring, so here's a photo of the sky. Whatever lens you buy, someone next to you will have a bigger, better one. You look at their photos later and think, wow, their pictures are amazing. And what you don't realize is that they're also at home crying into their soup because someone else had the 600mm f4 and they didn't. Lens envy is incurable. The only known treatment is bankruptcy. Because buying the lens itself wasn't expensive enough, you also need lens hoods. Giant plastic pedals that mostly keep rain off but make you look like you're auditioning for Star Wars. Lens caps, which you will lose instantly and replace with a tissue. Filters. Thin pieces of glass that protect your lens by making your photos worse. Here's the hard truth. Expensive lenses won't make your photos good. They'll just make your bad photos sharper, brighter, and in higher definition, so everyone can see exactly how much you missed the action. But in sports photography, lenses aren't just tools, they are coping mechanisms. They are what you cling to when it's raining sideways and you just missed the winning goal, well, because you were wiping mud off your monopod. So buy the lens that you can afford. Use it until it breaks or until you break. And remember, every time that you convince yourself that you need that next upgrade, somewhere a bank manager quietly cheers. And so that's lenses, those long tubes of glass designed to capture fleeting moments of glory while permanently capturing your financial regrets. By the way, accessories were meant to be next, but I already made a whole separate video about these, so basically duct tape, towels, and sadness, so go watch it if you want to see the full survival kit. Next time on Pitchside, we'll go look at settings, the magic numbers that you will carefully memorize and then instantly forget the second anything interesting happens. Shutter speed, aperture, ISO, or as most photographers call it, the triangle of despair. See you then.